morning, everybody. And hey, Tiff, welcome back.
Back home, that is, right?
Yeah, how was your Friday? You had a day off. You haven't had a day off in a long time.
It's true. You know, and it's funny because I think we all hesitate to sort of take time off during this time when there's not a lot we can do or places we can go or people to see. And so it was actually really nice. It was very relaxing. This weekend I did a couple things. One of them was going hunting.
Huh?
Yeah, but not regular hunting. I went Morel mushroom hunting. Have you ever done this?
I have done that. It's like finding gold. Yes.
Did you find them?
You know, I can honestly say I did not. I was with people who did, and it seems so much easier than it is, if you ask me.
Right. Okay. So this was my first time. I'd never done it. This is what a morel mushroom looks like. I didn't even know.
Wait,
I'd never actually seen one before, but I think we have a picture of one that we'll show in a second. But getting down, kind of crouching down and sort of finding the places that they are, I thought was really interesting. So it was just, I don't know. I just thought it was a total blast to be out walking around in nature. It was really nice out. And then be peeking in the leaves. There were so many leaves and brush on the ground that you really had to get down and look. And we did not find any yet. So that's sort of the morale of the lesson.
Okay, I just have to say, too, that's a great picture of what they look like. And the grass was green and those mushrooms were brown. But usually when you're looking for them, they don't pop. They don't pop. They're sort of camouflage. They look like everything else. So it is very tricky to find, but it is like finding gold because they're worth so much. And the people I was with, this was a couple of years ago, then they cooked them up and they were delicious.
Well, we actually found some, they're called pheasant back mushrooms. I don't know if they're like more like a disc shaped. Yeah. And we cooked those up and they were like literally like meat. I mean, they were delicious. So that was a ton of fun. So that's one of the things I did this weekend. But I'm home. I'm kind of keeping safer at home, even though that, has changed. But I'm doing that for the next, about 10 days here because I'm going home to see my mom for Memorial Day. So I really want to make sure that I'm being smart before I do that.
I think that's so great. And I'm happy to hear that, too. You and I kind of traded off being at home versus being here in studio.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure that I was here in studio and you could be home to quarantine before you see your mom. And I know that Memorial Day is a big holiday for you and your family. And while it won't be the same, at least you'll be able to see her, which is great. Okay, exactly. So in honor of, we have a guest coming up talking about estate planning, a little true false. So I thought I'd give you a little true false. Are you ready to? I know you don't have the paddle at home.
That's okay.
Okay, so this is about happy couples and money secrets. So true or false, Tiff, do happy couples share, do they have a joint bank account?
Okay, I'm going to base this on my married friends who are happiest. No, they do not.
Interesting. The expert this was in a Real Simple magazine article. They say yes. It is less common, though. 28% of married millennials have separate accounts, whereas boomers, by comparison, have only 13% are separate. But they say one of the really cool things is it builds trust in a relationship. Okay, number 2, Tiff. They decide the fairest way and they split bills. True or false?
Oh.
Happy couples.
False.
True. They said it doesn't have to be 50-50, though. Fair is a feeling. I thought this was fascinating, not a fact. My mom always said fair isn't equal, but fair is a feeling, not a fact. And they say that.
So my friends,
what's that?
My friends who share bills, they just have one person pays the bills, so it's not like they're really technically splitting anything because when you're married in a household, while they don't have the same bank account, they share account for a lot of the bills, so I guess, I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
The last question is about a prenup, and I'll ask you that when we read responses later in the show. So here is our sound off question. We posted it on Facebook. We're asking you this morning, do you have a joint bank account with your significant other? Go to our Facebook page.
And are you happy?
Are you happy? And do you have a joint bank account? I don't know. My parents always had joint accounts, so that's kind of how I was raised. But
yeah,
all right.
I would. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, it builds trust, the experts say.